Alright, the new Angels and Airwaves album just leaked this morning. It's the 19th right now, so it'll be a little while before anybody sees this video, because I'm going to wait to post it on the release date so I don't get into any copyright trouble. Actually, I might do it early because the song won't be in the video, so I might just do that. But anyway, the song's pretty simple. It's got your pretty usual Angels and Airwaves shit in it, with this type of shit. You know, the same shit he always does. But it's still pretty fun to play. I like to play it a little bit differently than what's in the song to make it like a little more rock, so it's more fun to play. I play it with a capo on the 2nd fret, so it'll sound like it starts off with a pretty lengthy intro, but once that goes into the guitar, it sounds like this. So that's the same thing 4 times through. It's just 3 different chords. So I won't really go into any lengthy discussion about like what the chords are. I'll just have a little tab for the song, so you don't really have to worry about it. And then comes the second part. After doing that whole thing 4 times, it goes like this. So that is a little bit more difficult because you got kind of a stretch to do on that first chord, well, going into the second chord really. So it goes, and then I'm not entirely sure on when that changes from these 2 different chords back and forth, because I've only heard the song a couple times, so it's pretty easy to figure out. That's what I'm hearing anyway. And it goes into a verse where it's kind of hard to really decide what to play. I mean, I like to play it a certain way that just kind of goes like this. And then just repeats. There is another guitar part playing at the same time. Since we're kind of used to how Angels and Airwaves works from the past few years, usually it's Dave Kennedy just ringing out a few chords, so he's probably playing that part, but it's a little softer. It's not like just straight on like heavy power chords, so he's probably just going and, you know, like that. And Tom's kind of playing like a little picking part, more or less along with just the notes from the intro, just kind of going like, you know, just shit around like that. I don't really like playing that part, but I mean, I don't really think it'd be that hard to figure out. I don't know, maybe I'll end up making a video on how to do that a little later on, but I like playing those little chords because I think it's more fun to play than just like a kind of picking part that you can't really hear anyway. Anyway, it goes into a chorus, which at the same time has like 2 different guitar parts. Oh, I was going to mention before, like Dave usually does like the rhythm part where he's playing like the chords, and if Tom is even playing guitar in the song at all, it's usually like just like a little melody or something. So as far as I can tell, in the chorus it goes like this. That would be more of David's type of playing, I would say. So it's just 4 different chords. And then Tom's kind of doing pretty much the same thing he usually does, something along the lines like this. it goes into like a post-chorus kind of thing. It's like right after the first chorus, I believe, and it goes like this. And then it just goes right back into the first verse. So those notes slower. I'll just play the notes. I won't play like all the notes. I'll just play like each individual one. It's really not that hard to remember that one. I figured it out in maybe like 30 seconds. I don't know. And then just kind of repeats for the rest of the song. I don't really think there's too much going on that I haven't really talked about, except for that little verse picking riff that you can't really hear that well anyway. The bridge is like all synth, and then it just goes right back into the last chorus, and then it just kind of ends. So I'm going to leave it at that. I've said before, if you're a fan of me on Facebook, I give a lot of updates, so you'll know if you're already a fan of me on there. You'll know that I'm not going to do the whole album because a lot of the songs don't even have very good guitar in it. So I'm not going to play a song that's just like, some of the songs are just not very guitar oriented. Like a lot of it's synth, a lot of it's just, I don't know, it's not as guitar driven as Blink is. So I'm not going to do all of them. I'll try to do lesson videos for all the songs that I do covers for. So that I don't really know exactly how many of the songs I'm gonna do. I already did Anxiety. I'll probably do Inertia. I do like Behold a Pale Horse, but I don't remember how the guitar is in the song. The last song, All That We Are, the guitar in that is fucking awesome. So I'll probably figure out how to do that like 3-minute guitar thing at the end of the song. Let's see. Dry Your Eyes, I think, has some decent guitar in it. So I don't know. We'll figure it out, or I'll figure it out. If you got any ideas or any questions, whatever, just send me a message or comment anything you want. So thanks for watching, and thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.